Now, I'd love your calls on this, though. Should we stop making primary school kids take exams? 020-7862-2222 is the number. Children in year 6, so 10 and 11 years old, have just started sitting their SATs. Previously, there have been calls to scrap them, as it's claimed they put kids under unnecessary pressure. In 2022, 60% of children said they were worried about taking SATs, while 10% said they weren't sleeping well. However, supporters of exams say they can help identify where more support is needed. Tim, what do you think of that?
Yeah, well, I'm mainly worried at the moment about guests on Jeremy Vine doing quizzes and contests at the moment. But children are being robbed of their childhood in 101 different ways at the moment. And I think you need to have exams at a certain time in education. But I think generally at the moment, primary schools, I would try and lift exams from most primary school children.
Would you? Yeah, Paulette?
I'm the opposite. I actually believe that we should carry on with the SATs, perhaps modified, but I think a lot of the anxieties the parents and they eep it onto children, because many children, the way the schools do it, they pace them so well that by the time they do the exams, many children don't even realise that it's formal exams, but it's the way that it's perceived at home, because it's been happening this week and my grandson is having his exams. So on Monday morning, I got up at the crack of dawn and I said, "Are you all right, Theon? Is everything all right?" And it was me and my daughter and everybody else that was piling the pressure. And he was just laid back. And when he got home, I rang my daughter. I said, "How was Theon today?" And she said, "Mum, he was fine. He didn't even talk about it." So she left it alone. Well, and people were ringing to ask how he got on.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is whether maybe the very young kids are being asked questions that adults can't answer. And we wanted to see how the public would do on some SATs questions. So this is new feature. Ella asks, how much do we know about spelling?
How much do we know?
Angrily.
Angerly. Ily. Anger. Anger. Ley. Am I wrong still?
Kai, I'm afraid you're not even close.
Reindee.
Reindee.
Yes, Kai.
Yes.
Disappointed.
Is that double P? It's the double P. Disappointed. Yes.
Jealousy.
Let's see. Jealousey.
Poor guy.
So close. Well, it's hard when you're not writing it down.
Yeah.
Let me just try you guys. Not really quizzing you here, but let's start before we do maths.
He is quizzing us.
Well, is there any words you struggle with? Well, let me tell you the word I struggle. This is the word I can't. Oh, hang on. Is this going to be thick enough? I can't spell that, and I don't know if it's that or if siege is that. And I genuinely, I'm not even just saying that. Which one is it? I don't know. The house is under siege.
Yeah.
Maneuver, you know, Paulette?
Maneuver's a tough one for me.
I would have gone for the first one, but I'm probably wrong.
Second one.
It's the second. I'm going to get a different marker that gives us a chance of seeing it. Just let me just put... Hang on. Here we go. Right. OK, so what word do you struggle with? Spelling?
There and there.
Well, yeah, that's right. Context, of course. These are two good correct spellings. But it depends on the context. What about you, Tim?
Manoeuvre is one I see. Is those letters in the middle that I always struggle with?
It's that, I think, isn't it, in Britain? But what doesn't help us is that it's that in the USA. Oh, no, hang on.
No, I'm confused.
No, I think the US do that.
And the problem is so many people use sort of word processors now. And
where's the U? There's a U. I missed the U.
Spelling. Yeah.
Is there a U in manoeuvre?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
I thought it was M.
Oh, what?
Isn't it M-A-N-U?
There's breaking news here, guys. There's a U in there as well. Yeah. Millennium. Anyone want to give me millennium? Because I don't genuinely, I struggle because...
Can I write it down as I'm saying it?
I'm going to do that, but I don't know whether... Has it got what? Is that right? Is it
That's
two L's, one N?
I've just written it down.
Tim says yes. Paulette?
I'd have said yes.
I gather it's got two N's as well as two L's.
Are you sure?
Two L's.
Are we sure?
N's.
This is the word from Director Dan. So, yes, we're sure.
Oh, right, OK.
So, we all struggle. And those brilliant young people there, there's no different... And they're not being able to look at it written down. OK, I was going to spin that round, but that's got the result... Oh, my goodness, there's a staff meeting written on the background. So we'll do some SATs arithmetic now with the bottom half of the board. OK, here we go. Right, Paulette, this is for you. OK, now the pressure is on, OK? So give me as quickly as you can, Paulette. 689 plus 38. $727.
Yeah.
727 is right.
Yeah.
OK, Tim Montgomerie. 72 divided by 3.
24.
Yes!
Yeah.
I think that's all we need. I think, well, I'm not going to put you under any more stress, you two. That's brilliant. But those are the questions that kids are getting.
Can we have a lollipop or something now?
Well, no. It's whether you should be asking a 10-year-old to divide 72 by 3. Peter in Essex, do you think they should be asked that?
Oh no, I'm sorry. When they came up, I was a year 3 teacher, which they came up from the juniors, and they were all supposed to be level 3, according to the government. All children coming up from infants must be level 3.
Yeah.
That put huge pressure on the infant teachers. And in order to be level 3, you needed to write in sentences.
Yeah. OK,
well,
I see.
Writing in sentences is a very tricky thing to do.
It is, for me as well, yeah.
And so I used to set them an essay, I'm sorry I'm late.
Right.
And they could write the most absurd reasons why they were late for school, and it gave them an opportunity, 3 reasons, so they could write in paragraphs if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Well, needless to say, none of them, or very few of them, was able to write in sentences.
Well, OK, but you've done a creative thing there, Peter, haven't you? Because what you've said is, give me some creative reason. Like, I'm late because somebody picked me up in a bus and they took me to Scotland instead of to the middle of Essex.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and it sounds like that's really good creative teaching, actually.
But the point I'm making is they had to write in sentences.
Yeah.
And when they couldn't, by the end of the year, it looked as if I taught them nothing. Do you have any experience or knowledge in whiteboards? I don't know if you can see the TV. I've got a problem here because I've written on a whiteboard with a non-erasable marker. Yes, I've done that as well, and you have to get some sort of chemical. Yes, I've done that too when whiteboards came out, and then we had electric ones. And I'm sorry, they were very difficult. Yes, you've made a mistake there.
I've done the classic error. There we are. So much for my career as a teacher, and I'm so tempted to just spin this round and. Some appraisals on the back of this.
Oh.
Staff appraisals. We should swing it around. Peter, thank you. I don't know. It seems like a lot of stress, Paulette, but you're in favour of it because maybe stress is something adults feel, not kids.
I just feel that children have to get into the habit of starting to be tested, because once you get to secondary school, it really is, and you're going to be tested.
Tim's shaking his head.
You've got college, you've got university. I just think as long as we can get parents just to support the teachers, get them through the process.
Okay.
I haven't got an issue with it.
We're gonna go to the papers very shortly.